the spookiest time of the year, there are a few guidelines all ghosts and goblins should follow. Always stay on sidewalks. Never go to a stranger's house. And never go out alone.
This is the one night that all sorts of things roam free. Sorry. All these traditions.
Wait.
What?
You're supposed to keep it lit.
Why?
Ancient tradition?
Putting on costumes,
I look like I'm 5. You look great. What did we do now? We meet our dates.
jack-o'-lanterns.
Why are we here? To pay our respects to the dead?
The Halloween school bus massacre.
They started to protect us, but
What in God's name are you doing down there? Hiding bodies?
nowadays, no one really cares.
This one's still lit.
What is that?
It's them.
Oh my God.
Look at me. It's not a trick. It's real.
Tonight is about respecting the customs, not breaking them.
Poison, drowning, claw, or knife. So many ways to take a life. This was strangely delightful, suitably demented, and surprisingly clever. I'm quite familiar with Dougherty as a director as of recently. I thought Krampus was a fun but flawed ride, and despite its numerous problems, I still had a good time with Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Of course, whenever people talk about his career, it's nearly impossible to not at least mention this little gem, which also happened to be his directorial debut. This is one of those films that I had known about for years prior to actually seeing it. People had mentioned it several times to me and how it was it still is one of the best Halloween themed movies of all time. Not to mention one of the best horror anthologies to boot. Obviously, whenever someone uses those words, I tend to be skeptical because that's a pretty high bar to clear for any movie, let alone a horror film. I'm also not the biggest anthology fan, or should I say wasn't at the time. I have since become much more so in the last several years. When they work, it's really great, but when they don't, it leaves me pretty cold. Unfortunately, my limited experience with horror anthologies at the time had resulted in more of the latter. So with that in mind, I went into this with tempered expectations. This is probably one of the only times where I've enjoyed a film this much, even with pretty low expectations from the start. I actually agree that this is by far the best horror anthology film I've seen, and since. Everything about this film surprised me. The way the stories all come together is not only satisfying, but it left me with a deeper appreciation for how the film was crafted. I love that the right people get their just desserts in the end, and all the performances are top-notch from everyone involved. Sam, in particular, is a brilliant amalgamation of pure innocence mixed with sheer terror. From a technical perspective, the film is equally as impressive. The cinematography is genuinely gorgeous, and the production design is very imaginative and atmospheric. The musical score perfectly captures the consistently creepy tone throughout the film. Also, at a runtime of less than an hour and a half, the pacing is excellent and the movie never overstays its welcome. Bottom line, this was a total surprise and I had so much fun. The stories are simple yet clever, the characters are pretty unique and memorable, the cinematography is lush and haunting, and the musical score is just the right balance between eerie and darkly comedic. My favorite story would have to be the Halloween School Bus Massacre. It just hit all the right notes for me. I now understand why this is considered the best film of Michael Dougherty's career. The fact that he has a sequel in development has me all the more excited, and I'm still waiting to see that transpire all these years later. Fingers crossed. I give Trick or Treat 4.5 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much for listening.